The allegation sits on the table. Specific, verifiable, damning. A man who controls the Federal Capital Territory, who decides which roads get built and which senators get threatened, allegedly cannot produce a single classmate from law school, cannot name one case he ever won in court, has 2 birthdays on official records like a man who was born twice, perhaps because the first version of himself could not survive scrutiny. In any serious country, this would not be a YouTube story. It would be a courtroom story. Before I play you Sowore's exact words, and you need to hear this unedited, subscribe to this channel because what I am about to show you is the kind of content that disappears from the internet when powerful men make phone calls. Nyesom Wike has built his brand on legal authority. He calls himself life bencher. He references his courtroom invincibility the way a general references wars. Every threat he makes against his political enemies is wrapped in the language of a lawyer who fears no judge. But activist Sowore, the man who was detained, re-detained, and still refuses to be quiet, walked into that interview and asked 3 questions that Nigeria's institutions should have asked years ago. Where are your classmates? Where are your court appearances? Which birthday is real? These are not political attacks. These are the questions a bank asks before giving you a loan. They are the questions an employer asks before handing you the keys. The fly that refuses to hear follows the corpse into the grave, and Nigeria's institutions have been following this particular corpse for decades without a single question. Now, Sowore also alleges that Wike is not alone, that certificate irregularities in this political class run deep, that the NYSC discharge certificate, that small green booklet every Nigerian who served the nation earned with sweat, has allegedly been forged by men who were too powerful or too busy to actually serve. And here's what I need you to hold before Act 2. If the allegations are false, Sowore has committed criminal defamation. If the allegations are true, Wike has committed fraud. Either way, someone must be held accountable. The question is whether Nigeria's institutions have the spine to find out which. The Nigerian Bar Association has a role. It is not a mystery document. It lists every lawyer called to the bar, every year, every set. It should take 48 hours to confirm whether Nyesom Wike appears on it and when. The Nigerian Law School has records. The NYSC has records. The National Population Commission has birth records. None of these institutions have moved. Not because the task is difficult, because the man being questioned is currently the most powerful political fixer in Abuja. The EFCC only investigates who the presidency permits it to investigate. The day Wike becomes inconvenient, the day maintaining him costs more than discarding him, these same institutions will find their records in 48 hours. That is the real Nigerian scandal. Not just that a minister may have forged credentials, but that the machinery for discovering the truth exists, functions perfectly well when pointed at powerless men, and goes completely silent when pointed upward. Sowore may be wrong. Wike may have perfect credentials sitting in a file somewhere, gathering dust while his enemies fabricate conspiracies. But "I might be innocent" is not a defense. It is the beginning of an answer. The complete answer is documentation, verification, and public record. If Wike is clean, he should welcome the investigation. Innocence does not hide. Only guilt requires silence. Share this, because certificate forgery is only a crime in Nigeria if you are not powerful enough to make it disappear.